Cloud
Yeah.
Beats.
By any means they moving, gotta go hard. Rarely getting sleep, focus making figures large. Everybody down till it's time to play a part. No time to lounge, put that lazy shit in park. By any means, be the man with the plan. Why waste time when you can be making cash? Forever with some no, but the shows that I can. She ain't by the business, then don't wanna, yeah, pass. Fuck it, tell the boys they should start retreating. Fuck it, tell the boys that it's fugal season.
Fear often happens to somebody with trauma, a history of trauma, or somebody who's recovering from mental illness or some form of addiction. It's often used to mean something that brings on or worsens symptoms. And in my journey, without going too deep into what happened, it was a moment where I was around somebody that I didn't really care for, still don't care for. But in this moment, I started to really feel myself getting angry to a point where if I didn't remove myself, it would have gotten to a point that we really wouldn't have been able to come back from. And I recognize for me that one thing that triggers me is I can't stand people who are always trying to tell others how to live their lives when they don't take the same advice that they give other people. And that aggravates me because it's like everybody has their own individual journey. And if we are trying to help each other on the individual journey, let's help each other in the right spirit. Let's help each other in the right context. Let's not talk down on where we are in the journey. Let's not talk down on the person who is learning as they go. Everybody's journey is different, of course. So let's be kind. Let's be respectful. Let's give a helping word, but let's not demean each other. Let's not talk crazy to each other. And for me, once I recognized what my trigger was, I remember in conversation with my mom. As y'all know, if y'all don't know by now, I tend to talk to my mom about everything. So, yeah, if you don't know. And in conversation with my mom, I remember telling her certain things I can't be around anymore. I can't, because I know for me where it will go. I realize that now as God propels me in different areas, puts me in different doors and spaces, that I have a lot to lose if I mess up even one time. And I've worked too hard, I've prayed too hard, cried too many tears to get here and then lose it because I didn't walk away, if that makes sense. And I want for somebody listening out there to understand that triggers can come in many different forms, many different things. It can be emotional triggers, it can be physical, mental, but triggers can happen in various different ways. And I know for me, I have to be cognizant and I have to be careful of who I give my energy to, who I give access to, who I give space to. Going back to the boundaries episode, I have to be careful because I realize that if I give my energy to the wrong thing, to the wrong person, I realize how it affects me. And I realize that in letting you affect me, I'm giving you power. And I don't want to give nobody power over me. If they didn't get up on the cross and die for me, I don't want to give them power over me. And for me, I know that everybody's not going to understand why I remove myself or why I tend to isolate myself the way I do. And I know people are not going to always agree with my reasoning. But hey, I do what works best for me. Just like you have to do what works best for you. Identifying your triggers and being cognizant of your triggers, it's for you. It's not for anybody else. So if anybody else doesn't get it, if they don't understand it, if they don't agree, then that's okay. We're human. We're human beings. We don't have to agree with everything. But the one thing I will not allow anybody to do is to disrespect what I feel are my triggers and demean what I feel are my triggers. If I don't want to be around somebody, I'm not going to be around them. If I don't want to talk to somebody, I'm not going to talk to them. It's not me being rude. It's not me being mean. It's just the simple fact that I understand you're not my person. This situation is not my situation. I don't want to be involved in this, so I let it be. So I say all that to say, for somebody who is listening, for somebody who is feeling like they're being triggered by various different things, and like I told you, it could be anything. I want you to really sit and think about, why does this trigger you? I want you to really sit and think about what's causing it. Is it a person? Is it a memory? Is it an object? Is it something emotional? Is it something physical? What is it? And why is it causing you such discomfort? You guys, this life that we live now, it's such a precious thing that we have. And people are dying left and right every day. Why do we want to sit and give access to things, or to people, or to environments, or to things that's just not serving us, to things that is just not good for us? Some of us were in relationships that trigger us. Some of us have friendships that are triggering us. Some of us are around people who are so negative in their own lives that is triggering us, watching them be negative. So why do we give access to? Why do we allow it to then disrupt our day, disrupt our peace? I challenge you to really think about that. And I also challenge you to think about, what can you do to avoid situations like that? Like I told you guys, this episode was not going to be a long one. This episode was not going to be a heavy one, but one that definitely I felt needed to be said. Definitely one I wanted to get off my chest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the power to decide how we want our lives to go. God has given us the ability and the gift of free will to understand and learn the things that are serving us and the things that are not. If you're in a situation today and you know, you feel, and you're struggling with the fact of, is this serving me? If it's not, I challenge you to walk away. I challenge you to let it be. And then do what works best for you. For me, I've decided I don't want to be around certain people. I've decided certain situations I'm not going back to. I've decided certain things and certain environments I can't give access to. And that works for me. You got to figure out what works best for you. Until next time.
Cloud Beats.
By any means they moving, gotta go hard. Rarely getting sleep, focus making figures large. Everybody down till it's time to play a part. No time to lounge, put that lazy shit in park. By any means be the man with the plan. Why waste time when you can be making cash? Forever with some no, but the shows that I can. She ain't by the business, then don't wanna, pass. Fuck it, tell the boys they should start retreating. Fuck it, tell the boys that it's fugal season.